What is up? Let's see. Gotta get going on this. Let's see. Hope that'll stay there. Nope. Instantly failed. Cancel. Hey, Mom, can you make sure it's going?
It came up on my phone.
Huh?
It came up.
Okay. Remove this from the speaker just with a flathead screwdriver. Probably right here, there's a little slot. Makes life easier. Need that later, probably. Take a number 2 Phillips. Remove these. Doing this all by hand today because my drills are dead. There's supposed to be 3 screws. One there, one there, one there, but that one's missing. Not a big deal. Then the fun part, fight with this speaker clip with one hand. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. That was a little ghetto, but it'll work. Then just stick that back in the door. Then you're gonna have to remove this screw right here. Again, number 2 Phillips. Normally, you'd have to remove this screw for the door handle. I got to replace this eventually. My sister broke that. There's also normally a screw. Normally also a screw there. Again, broken. Don't matter. So it just screws into this bar here. That screws into the door itself. Remove these all. Normally, I don't have to do that. Then you grab the door from the bottom. Pull forward and I don't want to know what that screw came from. Ever so carefully pull up on this broken plastics of mine. This part wasn't supposed to come off the door, but it's that broken, so that's great. Eventually I'll replace that as well, I guess. Then all your wires that go into your switchboards here, there's only the one into here for the window. And clip that one. Then the window lock. It's normally up in the top, up here where the door handle is. Don't have to worry about that again because not in the way. That is just too big to get through that hole. You'll probably need to get through this hole. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull the plastic out the way. Like so. Oh, that's where that screw came from. Ha! Right there is where that screw came from. But thank God it's got to come out anyway. That's part of the window regulator motor. It's this screw here. So this is garbage pretty much. As you can see, the Yamamoto's replacement windows window motor regulator. Comes with all the screws, bottom and the top of the regulator, and even on the motor itself. These are the mounting screws for the motor. So you're gonna have to eventually loosen these all up, take some of them off, and get it all set up. Right here is the motor itself for the window. I'm going to get these loosened up. They're already loose because I worked on this not too long ago to prepare for this. So I wasn't too worried about completely tightening anything up because I knew this was coming. The window is currently not working, obviously. It hasn't in a while. The motor went bad. So I actually even have it completely. That's the speaker. I'll show you guys here in a second how that one's tightened up. Let's see if it's just position on me. No, that's actually tight. Okay. If I remember correctly, they're number 10s. 10 mils like I thought, yep. And it was just barely tightened up. Grab a ratchet, remove them. Goodbye. Here's the actual wire. That's the wire. That is right here. Comes out of the regulator. Has this little clip on it. The new one comes with a brand new clip. Yay! So what I'm gonna do is just take my box knife. Let's try to get that to stay out of my way. I'm gonna take my box knife, cut this tab off probably. Or it's just gonna slide off like that. So I might just save this tab for another project I may have that could use that type of tab as well. They're pretty universal. So let's see if I can get the new one off. If not, I'll just cut this out, get rid of it. It's not that hard to remove. And that's why I kept out the flathead. And there goes my Phillips on me, unfortunately. Normally just get up under it. Oof. Okay, that's not working. Plan B. Try not to cut any of your wires. Just slowly cut her off. Got it off. See the holes there now? It's gone. That's garbage. Get rid of it. This just slides out. The fun part is coming up next. The only screws the window doesn't come with are the ones for the window itself. That go here and here. Well, the fun part of that is the access holes for those are here and here. So now I'm going to remove this as well with a screwdriver. Shouldn't be too hard either. Just remember the L goes up into the air. It's a handle, so common sense. Put that to the side. Open it up. And because this window motor does not work, in order to lower the window, there's a little trick I made. It's not easy or fun. Where did I put the 3/8 strap? I know I grabbed it. Try not to lose your tools while you're at it. Oh, it's under the new motor. Probably couldn't see it. loosen these all up real quick because I don't need them all the way tightened while I wear. This gives me a little bit of movement. Alright, I'm going to show you guys here in a second when I'm done doing this, unscrewing this. I'm going to lower the window to the point I need it to. Because if your window is completely broken and it's stuck in the up position, fully up, you can't get the 2 screws out. So, there's a way to do it. I don't think Honda does it this way, but I do. It is hot in Florida, that's for sure. All right, got that other screw out. So, how these work, this case is on the back of the motor. This is the actual casing for the motor, the magnetic point. There's 3 screws. One here, one here, one here. Remove them, and then you can spin the motor on your own. Let's see. I think it's this way I gotta go. I'm just gonna keep doing this. That doesn't help. So that happens. You can see the window is actually going down. It takes a lot of time. It's very slow this way. You'll see the 2 bolts come into the holes here. And I do personally advise having a second person. I will probably have my dad or mom come over here and help me when I get to this point that I'm gonna need a second person. And at this moment, it's still the slow rolling down. See the base? That's these points here where the window itself sits on top of on the inside. And here comes the screws. Woohoo! There's the 2 screws I'm talking about. They are oh so lovely old 10 millimeters. Take your 10 mil, slide right on in there. I'm just gonna break them loose for now. Because again, that holds your glass. You don't want to lose that. Because then you're not repairing just the motor, you're replacing a window. So don't drop your glass. To keep on going, I'm going to remove these screws now completely. Except for one of these 2. I'm going to leave one of these 2 in here just to support the glass up on the motor regulator. Now, you can also see this starts all the way in the bottom. So once you're ready to put it in, you'll have to lift this all the way up to like up here, pretty much. So we'll get to that in a minute. Now, like I said, like I said, the new one doesn't come with these 2 screws that go in here and here. It's 2, 1 in each side. So keep these 2. They're 10 millimeters. I don't know the thread pattern, and you also don't want to have to go buy more if you don't have to. Don't lose these 2. Put them somewhere separate, because as you can see, these ones that go for the here, go in here, are shorter than that. Don't lose them. Don't mix them up. All these little ones here, I'm just going to throw over there for now so I don't mix anything up. I don't need any of those. They're garbage. These are not garbage. Don't lose them. So, to stop them from dropping into the door, just stick your arm through the speaker hole into here while you unscrew it. You can see I grabbed the screw from that side. On this side, right through here, just grab it and keep it attached to the socket. Now, all that's holding this glass in right now is the screw and the 2 legs that I showed you right here. These 2 legs are all that's holding my window up right now. So if I remove this screw right now, the glass will drop uncontrolled. I don't want that. I'm going to slowly drop it my way. So take the window motor, slide it that way. Look, you can see I'm able to bring the glass down, controlled by right here. This whole slot is completely empty and open. Thank God. So that's how I get it down. Then go for this last screw here. Carefully. Got it out. Garbage as well. And lift your glass back up all the way with this arm. This time. As Chris Fix likes to say, out with the old. And here comes in the new in a minute. Bring the glass all the way back down. And you can see these 4 screws, I cannot leave them all in. I can leave the one that goes here in only. So I'm going to remove all of them except for this one. I'm just going to loosen this one all the way up to where it's just barely coming out of the back. Like so. The rest I'll fully remove. And you'll know which ones are these ones because they're Phillips and 10 mils as well. Move them. I'm going to place them here next to the glass ones. They're separate, different colors, different types. I'll know. Then you see as well on the window motor, there's these 3, but only 2 holes that can stay in. This one's got to come out. So in the orientation, that means this top one comes out. These 2 down here just have to be loosened up a little bit. Grab a screwdriver, break them loose, just so you don't have to fight barehanded. By the way, you're not a real mechanic if no matter what the heck you do, your hands aren't dirty when you're done. These 2 down here, I'm going to loosen all the way up. And this one up here has to come all the way out. They are the exact same as this one, as these ones. So, you can put them together. It don't matter. They're the exact same. Then, if you need a second person to help you, get a second person to help you. I do not advise doing this alone if you don't have to. Because now you're about to be putting in the new window motor and regulator. But if you just slide your window all the way up from the bottom, through the speaker side, take the motor, go in there over here. Angel, I'm on live, just so you know. Alrighty. Now that that's all done, positioned up. See, leaving these screws in where the holes are makes it a little easier. You're lined up pretty much. Just gotta adjust a little bit here and there. And you see what I mean by the window is pretty much all the way at the bottom. This is all the way on the window motor down here. You can't even see it, but it's right there. You can kind of see it a little bit. So now, lift the window back up. I'm definitely gonna clean this window when I'm done. Grab a screw. What? I don't know why. It might have been how I did it. This time I set it up on YouTube instead of through the thing, so I'll adjust it later. That explains why I haven't been seeing comments. Sorry about the no comments. I tried something new today on YouTube instead of doing it through. I normally do it through Streamlabs. Sorry, y'all, but there'll be comments after this is over anyway, so get those holes lined up. And then this one here. And that one there. I can barely thread it because it's positioned, but as soon as I get a screwdriver in there, easy as cake. Just tighten it up by hand a little bit. Later on, we'll tighten them off all the way. This is just so that you can move it around and you can move around a little bit more and not worry. Plus, you gotta still grab wires and stuff, so you don't wanna have to be pulling around on things and lose things. This wire here is the speaker. Do not mess that up and lose that either. This is the one for the window on there. No, not that one. That's the motor side. That's on the handle right there. That's the lock switch, still there. So I'll lift the window up, stick my arm in the hole, get this wire to come on out, and then carefully bring the window back down again for the umpteenth time. Now, this wire, you want to just connect to here with the plastic tab that comes on it. I just pushing it. It's a little different way. It's the new style they have it, but it's not a big deal because you can push it in and turn it. Voila! It locks it in better. Anyway, so you clip that in. Now you'll have use of this window again, but to the next step, we're gonna plug this in without putting the door back on. because we're gonna adjust the window motor level. Oh, I had it right the first time. Don't ever second guess yourself. Flip it in all the way. You get used to the motor again. Turn the
Let's go across the way. And it's still not working. So, I have to figure this out. How you make it? Gotta put the foot back on. So here, the window. Power. Let's turn the car. Look through the all. I don't want it. Here. Take it. Another one. I don't do my. Yeah.